Today we will talk about a drama movie called Jailbait. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to grow up. In the beginning we introduced to a girl named Anna. Nix is playing the cello in her room. When her always drunk stepfather suddenly walks in, slaps her hard on the cheek and starts to make advances, she pushes the bastard away with her feet, causing him to fly to the nightstand. Break of Oz. The shards get stuck in her husband's throat and he dies instantly. At the trial she claims it was self-defense, but her mother shouts that he would never harm her daughter. The court sentences the girl to 4 years in a strict regime juvenile colony. Anna and the other convicts are brought to the prison where they are prepared for their imprisonment and given orange uniforms. Warden Frank greets the prisoners and adds that they must strictly obey the orders of the guards. Anna is placed in a cell with another prisoner named Jeannie. The girl is fond of reading and does not like to socialize with people, saying that she has been here for 5.5 years. In the morning, Jeannie watches Anna sleep and gently caresses herself. The next day, while walking, Cody approaches Anna. She rudely begins to ask the newcomer about life in the zone and intimidate her, saying that the other prisoners are real monsters. In the opinion of the impudent girl, Nix will not last long here. In the dining room, Cody approaches Anna again and offers protection because many people are already looking at the beauty. The new girl just wants to be left alone and gets up from the table. Later, Cody and his gang catch her in the back room and beat her up. They warn the girl that if Nix tells anyone they will kill her. Nurse Jane explains to Anna that prison is a terrible place and the people here are very cruel. Jane advises her to go to Warden Frank if she has any serious problems. She goes to the warden and asks him for help. Frank replies that the only way to avoid violence is solitary confinement, but she is unlikely to be able to stand it. But there is another way out. Frank offers his protection in exchange for intimacy with the girl. Nix rejects this offer and then the man tells her to go back to the block. She enters the cell and cries. Jeannie calms her cellmate down and tells her how she went through it all herself. Jeannie tells Anna that she is very beautiful and then kisses her gently. They make love and fall asleep next to each other. During her literacy class, a black girl keeps staring at her, and on a walk she intimidates Next and makes fun of her. Anna is tired of being bullied and decides to ask Cody for protection. Jeannie is disappointed by this act. The gang girl blocks Nix's path and then attacks her, but Anna fights back. Cody respects her daring antics and now she is ready to accept the new girl into the gang. The girls bring Next to their cell where there is a TV, alcohol and drugs. They explain that Frank helped them get all this in exchange for mutual favors. Cody orders Anna to beat up a black girl who was bullying her. The girls are going to film the fight on their phones. Anna boldly rushes at the offender, but soon the girls are separated by the guards. As a punishment, Nix is stripped naked and thrown into a punishment cell for 2 weeks. After a few days, Frank takes the girl out of the cell and promises to release her from punishment if she gives him pleasure. Nix is so feeling very disgusted. Soon after, the girls get their first tattoo and are treated to some weed. Cody confesses to Anna that he really likes her. The girls kiss and pleasure each other. Their caresses interrupted by the curfew signal. The mother visits Anna in prison. The woman still does not believe that her stepfather abused her daughter. Anna cries and shouts that the bastard did it all the time. The mother hits the girl in the face and leaves, saying that this is her place. The next day, a black woman and her gang attack Cody's gang. The guards soon disperse the prisoners and Nix is taken back to Frank. The warden says that he has thrown the black hooligan into solitary confinement for 2 weeks and that he will not do anything to Anna for an intimate favor. Frank treats the girl to illegal substances, bends her over and uses her dirty. When Anna returns to her cell and starts questioning Jenny, her cellmate refuses to talk to her because she is high. Nix slaps her cellmate and immediately tries to apologize because of the bruise on Jenny's face. Anna is taken back to the boss, where he of course does not miss his chance. Next, tired of what is happening, starts using all kinds of substances. Anna quarrels with Cody and she asks the girl to get out on a walk. Nix tries to make peace with Ginny, but she chases her away. She sees the girls doing drugs. Anna gives her a few bills and she is already high. Cody sees this and asks the girl to come to her senses, but she is only rude in response. Cody screams that she is no longer under their protection. The next day in the shower, a black woman and her gang beat Nick's Anna becomes increasingly addicted to hard drugs, has violent hallucinations, and thinks about committing suicide. Ginny tries to reason with her neighbor, but she doesn't listen. While high, Nix again attacks a black woman, provokes a massive fight, and ends up in the punishment cell again. After serving a few days in the cell, she breaks a plastic food tray and uses a piece to slit her wrists. She miraculously manages to escape. Anna regains consciousness in a psychiatric hospital, shackled hand and foot. Jane asks the prisoner to regain consciousness, is horrified to see the drug addicts and madmen in the psychiatric hospital, and asks to see his mother. The mother finally admits that she knew what a terrible person her stepfather was and apologizes to her daughter. After a while, Frank allows the girl to return to her cell, and during the pain she removes the tattoo that Cody gave her. She reconciles with Jeannie and the friends begin to satisfy each other. Again in the lunchroom, Cody and his gang are bullying Nix. A black girl comes up and bury her face in her lunch. Anna has no one else to protect her. The warden calls Nix to his office and gives her a cello. The man wants her to perform at the prison talent show. In the hallway, Cody catches Anna and cuts her face with a razor for daring to remove their tattoo. The villains beat the girl and step on her hand so she can't play the instrument. When Frank arrives at the prison hospital, Nix confesses that she was beaten by Cody. Jane notices how lustfully the warden treats the prisoner. Later, Anna tells the nurse the truth about the warden, who constantly forces her to fulfill his needs. Meanwhile, Frank watches the women in their cells. A few days later, the prisoners attack Jane and beat her. The nurse bursts into the warden's office and says she will tell everyone the truth about his abuse of the prisoners. As soon as she leaves the office, Frank gives the order to get rid of the girl. In the locker room, an inmate runs up to Jane and stabs her several times with a shiv. The warden lies to Anna that Cody killed Jane. Nix plays the cello at a talent show and even manages to make the inmates fall in love with her music. After the performance, Frank tells her that her parole hearing will take place next week. After that, the man takes Anna back to his cell. In the cell, Jeannie explains to Nix that he shouldn't trust his boss because he always lies. Cody and his gang try to take Anna out into the corridor but are scared off by a guard. Soon after, Nix receives a letter about her dismissal hearing. The girl realizes that Frank is likely to deceive her and asks Cody to help her, who is not averse to taking revenge on her mean boss. Cody gives her a phone and asks her to discreetly record a video when she is with the man. When Nix arrives at Frank's office, he asks her to play his flute so that he can put in a good word for her at the hearing. The girl discreetly films the whole process on her phone. The next day, the hearing in her case begins. She tells the judges that she is sorry for what she did, but Frank breaks his end of the bargain and says that Nix, as a constant troublemaker, should stay in prison. The board is about to deny the prisoner parole when Anna shows them a video of Frank's oral gratification. The warden is immediately arrested for solicitation. Frank is taken out into the corridor where he is furiously attacked by angry inmates. The next day, the commission finally releases the girl on parole. On the street, a joyful mother meets her daughter. After a while, she starts playing the cello at a big concert, and here's the end of the movie. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.